frustrated her. She said, these people are winning. I see people making millions that I have hands in. And I don't have nothing. I said, why not? You need to start making millions. There is no way you wouldn't make it. And
Hello and welcome to the ITV. My name is Mary Murerwa and I'm with Yusto Hanyurwa behind the camera. And today, in today's episode, I hope you remember the story, the incredible story that was shared by Kiona on the ITV. And today we are privileged again to have someone who actually helped Kiona to get back to her life, who helped her on her healing journey, and she's here with us on the ITV, and we would like, to hear from her and how she met Kiona, and she's gonna take us through that whole story and how she helped Kiona actually to heal and get back to her life. Let's welcome Missy on the ITV.
hey everybody, my name is Missy Banks. And Kiana is my favorite person in the world. And she's one of the people that you just don't talk about enough. And she has went through a lot, like you have said. And I don't know, I don't know where to start to answer your question about what you really want to know about her. Yeah. But
so now take us through, tell us how you met her, when did you meet her, how was she, how, tell us how you met her, how you get to know her, and what you did to help her on her healing journey.
Okay, so I met Kiana through work. I really needed help a lot, and I was going through a lot of work, stressed out, and a friend of mine referred her to me, and we went ahead and had brunch, and we were talking. In the middle of talking, I'm like, okay, so there's a lot of things you can do. It's not what I just came for. Yeah. I'm getting a lot, so I got more than I wanted. Yes. Yeah. So Kiana comes on board with us, and the way I made her, so basically she tells me what she does, and she does counseling for substance abuse based on her past, and she tells me I just deal with the paperwork, as a policy and procedures, whatever you have going on, and I'll follow up with your clients and stuff. I said no. So she told me I'm going through a lot right now, so I can't be really involved like that. Yeah. So I tell her, tell me about what it is, and she started crying. Oh. I'm like, okay, this was supposed to be an interview. Okay, what am I getting into? But I'm a mother, so I get all those cries a lot, and also the type of job that I did at the moment. So it was a lot of just my passion to really, if I see somebody down, I want to bring a smile to their face. So I tell Kiana, go through, talk to me, let me hear it. And she tells me, I just lost my son. So I didn't even know that was her nephew. She said, I lost my son, and everything is crumbling on me. So I said, okay. She started crying, and I'm trying to cry too. I don't even know half of the story because I'm a very emotional person. So, and I tell her, look, you could be, and she told me that she has some suicidal thoughts at the moment. And I tell her, Kiana, I wanted to tell her, oh, you know what, there's a number you can call, but no, I wasn't going to do that. I tell her, you know what, I was in your place one time. It's not too long ago from the meeting that we had, but we can go through it together. Yeah. And I have a very good idea for you. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't what she was expecting, so I took her to where I was working at the time. Mm-hmm. and I left her there. Went on a vacation.
Oh.
And she called me. She said, somebody's dying and somebody has stabbed somebody. So she was in the middle of her breakdown, and she's
somebody being stabbed.
and she's just running up and down. She's all scared, but she's strong. And from there, I came back and everything was fine. Nobody died, and the person actually ended. She ended up calling help for the person, for the individual, and I never had any business run so smooth than when Kiana was there. So then we started again. She's like, Missy, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm going to go. I said, okay, but come back when you're ready. She goes there like, I don't even want to be here again. I want to come back. So she comes back, and we sat down, and she started crying again because it was the time where her son, her nephew, I call him her son. She went down to it, and we went to go get the T-shirts for for the memorial, and I saw the T-shirt, and I started crying because I remember my kids. He's the same age as my son. And I just saw my baby there. Like, I started breaking down. I couldn't stop from crying. And that's how we bond, me and Kiana. Yeah. And I tell her, Kiana, this thing that you're doing, you're saying that you don't want to leave anymore, but there is people that need your help. You've been through substance abuse situations. You've been through prison. You had almost accidentally killed somebody, and you went through all that just to die? Like, what's the point? You are here to serve a purpose. There's a reason why you're still breathing. Yeah. So she's like, okay, so I'm gonna just exist. So people start coming to her, and I'm sitting in the back, I'm listening to what she's telling them. I'm like, why don't you tell these things to yourself? Yeah. Because you are building life out of the, and then after she finishes telling them, she cleans for therapy. I'm sorry to put you out there, but she's cleaning, and I tell her, like, why don't you talk to yourself while you're cleaning? Tell yourself these things that you're telling these people. Yeah. And she started doing that. But her grow up, it's becoming bigger. She's getting the connections that she needed. Because first of all, she was in the wrong spot doing the wrong things with the wrong people. Yeah. So basically, people just pull her back in the HR, just deal with the people and the stress or the money, whatever. That's not what she's made for. You are a counselor. You're supposed to speak life into people, and you, just by you telling me your story, you speaking life to me, because you don't know what I'm going through. And she said, okay, I'll keep on doing that. So where we was at, I felt like that's not where she needs to be either. She needs to be somewhere bigger. So yeah, she got a little, I put a little plugs here and there, and she's very successful right now. Like, this Kiana, she's a boss lady. Wow. She's very, she has her own businesses. Like, she's helping other businesses to grow and be like, she walks in the door for you, and she started work. She has, I don't know how to put, she has magic, but she don't know it. Yes. And that's why I like, because she don't know it. Because people who has magic and they know it, they stop having a big head. Yeah. It's like, oh, I can do this. This is what I do. But then she goes in there, she cleans up for you, and she go down to earth, and she don't know what she's doing. She's like, and you were there like, wow, I almost lost my business. Somebody was about to sue me, and everything was going down. and this angel walks in and cleans it up, and I'm good. Especially, I don't know, like this industry, the mental health industry, the substance abuse industry that people are in, and also not only people who needs that help, also people who wants to help.
Yes.
She's the person that we will sit down and she will break down things that we never even had idea about. Like, okay, we could do this, we could do, and she don't know it. So that's where I see her value, and every day, me and her, we fight a lot. I will call her on her, things that she will tend to go back to where she was at, and I would be like, no, we're not going there. We are going to keep bossing up because she has so much potential that she hasn't even tapped in yet.
Yeah.
So I will let her talk about that because for right now, what she's, the projects that she's working on, she never thought of those. She just was letting people use her. Like pretty much download all her information, and when they're done, they're like, okay, you can go on your married way, and we can end our relationship here. And they win and she's not, and that's what frustrated her. She said, these people are winning. I see people making millions that I have hands in, and I don't have nothing. I said, why not? You need to start making millions. There is no way you wouldn't make it. And me trying to make some of that millions, I'm like, well, let's go. I'm just working with her on that journey. We haven't got there yet, but it's coming. Oh, she said it's there, so it's gonna come. Yes.
All right. Now, Kiana, tell us. She just talked about some of the projects you're working on and how you're helping businesses. Here on the ITV, we talk about all the kind of stuff. Plus, helping people. Building them. Share with us what projects are you working on? How are you helping businesses? To come to back up again.
So what I do is I make sure basically your business is in compliance legally. So I go in there and I make sure all your T's are crossed, your I's are dotted, and build a safeguard around your baby, your business, so it can't get shut down. And it's a passion for me because I enjoy, making sure that you're going to continue to stay up and running because my name is on it.
Yeah.
So I put passion and dedication into it, and I try to just go in and perfect all the imperfections.
Yeah. All right, and now, so I just wanted to clear that out and then go to the point or the time when you met Missy. What would you describe Missy's role in your life, like helping you to heal? When you see her, when you guys are fighting every day, when you're chatting, when you're walking down the street, what comes to your mind about her?
Oh no, Missy, she is the sister that I didn't have. I have a sister, but the age gap. So she's the sister that I didn't have the fighting and the back and forth with. So it's definitely a new experience, but it's been so worth it. Because the desires and the drives and the ambition that I knew I had, she has actually created the opportunities for it to become real. And so she frustrates me, but she frustrates me in a way to whereas without it I would still be complacent. So it's like I'm gonna do it just to show her that but it's healthy. You know how they say when you have relationships where there isn't a disagreement, then it's not real. And nobody could ever say that what we have is not real. Yes.
All right. Now, Missy, as someone who helped Kiana on and her healing journey, I just want you to look straight into the camera and talk to those people who are right now going through such bad situations where, whose their lives are down. Talk to them, give them, encouragement, support, tell them, talk to them.
Are we allowed to curse? Because the way I talk to my God, no, not my God. The way God talks to me, it's not nice. So if I'm going to give advice, I just want to be that voice that talks to me. Yeah. So I'm not going to sugarcoat or cut, or you can censor it if you have to. But yes. So what I want to tell people, especially women, because I'm a woman, and having gone through a lot with my own journey, I want to tell people, like, nobody's going to do it for you. Yeah. You have to wake up, pray, drink water, and get moving. There's nobody who's going to show up for you, no matter what they promise you. Oh, we will do this for you. We can call this somebody for you. If an opportunity presents itself, they will jump to the opportunity. Yeah. They are not going to pass it on to you. So the thing is, be in the moment. Stop living your past. Your past does not describe you, because you are here now. You're in a situation. You are you in a messed up situation, and you need to get out of it and polish up and fake it till you make it, baby. That's what you gotta do. And at the end of the day, there will be somebody somewhere that God will send somebody from China thinking they're coming for a meeting or a visiting or whatever, and they're actually coming for you. God will position people, the right people in your way to really pull you up, and that's how he shows himself. And not only that, you have to know that you have to be aligned with that. What are you doing right? So get up, drink water, pray, exercise if you have to, which I'm not doing right now. But you have to boss up, because if you're not the boss of your life, somebody will be the boss of you. So that's what I have to say.
All right. I think we are coming to the end of our show, and I just want to thank you, ladies, for this time, for coming up, for sharing these words with us. And I hope somebody is gonna, benefit from this, because we learn every day, and we learn from each other. So I thank you very much for that. And to our viewers, thank you so much for tuning in. Till next time, bye bye.